Hi, today is May the 21st, 2021, and I'm reading on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has heated up and been going on. And I'm going to look and see if it looks like I want to see what looks like is going to happen with that, and what BB's future is, because he's very Trumpy-like, and I'm sure some people love him. I'm not one of them. There needs to be, this situation really needs to be balanced out, and I hope it can be in the near future. So, certainly it wasn't sorted out by the miracle worker of Jared. Speaking of Jared, probably be going to prison. Anyway. But that's not who I'm reading on right now. I'll read on Jared another day. He was kind of already included with the Trumps, which their only way that they're going is down and out. But I want to look and see if this age-old conflict will simmer down and get sorted out finally. So that is what I'm asking the universe. I'm asking the Creator. And I'm asking the universe, will Netanyahu and the Palestinian leaders settle down with this fighting? What will happen with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? Okay, I asked the Creator and my spiritual mentors to help me read what we have. Regarding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that I can share. Okay. All right, well, this certainly goes to past lives and through many lives, many generations, and certainly many past lives of other people. It's a karmic situation. This is the deck I'm using in case you're curious. All right. The source. To me, this is, they're fighting also about who has a right and some sort of destiny by God's giving them that land, or anyway. So this is, as you know, in dispute. This shows something sudden happening, impromptu, regarding the matter. This long-standing conflict. That's interesting. There's been so much loss, so many lifetimes. The people that have died, just too many, and so much loss, so much hardship also, not in these deaths that come about. Now, in the recent past, it shows rebirth. And it's interesting that it's connected to the past lives. So I think we have people that have been going lifetime after lifetime, I think, fighting this war, this never-ending war. And it's really, we're going into a time of I think, where it needs to stop. Of where the source steps in and says, enough. You guys have done this enough. I'm sick and tired of the vulnerable paying the price for your war. I felt like this is humanitarian help because there's just going to be such loss with this. You know, they've entered a certain cycle with this initiation card. And that means that they've initiated, I think, very karmic events. And so they're not just your typical events. And we see that. It's toxic in the environment. There's so much death, and this pandemic, it's just too much. Nobody needs this going on, and it doesn't have to be like this. But you can thank the leaders and the people in control, both sides. But especially, I'm sorry, with Israel. This is a recurring karmic situation that the universe wants to have human beings work out. They have to drop the illusions. And to me, this is the illusions that God or anyone else said that this is yours. There are people here. Let's get practical. And, you're no more entitled, I'm sorry, than necessarily anyone else. This has to be divided up fairly, or there has to be fairness. And this illusion on both sides here has to stop. The fantasies, and I think that where ego of man has come in, where this has to stop. People have to get real. Some of this is flat out robbery of people that were already living there and taking away from them. That is imbalance. They have no more right coming in and taking that away and saying that God says that they can have it. No matter who they are, then that's not right. Somebody was there before you. They were there before you. Sorry, too bad, so sad. You don't just get to do that. It's an extreme. So we're being shown that people are justifying robberies by some sort of imbalanced thought. They're going to have to get over this delusion. I am being shown here the coming together of spirits outside of human beings. Now this may sound strange, but this is how this deck works. So I'm thinking what's going to happen is there's going to be things that stop, that the universe may bring in to stop this fighting. It could be problems within the environment, and where they have to stop fighting each other and take care of something else. Typically, that would not surprise me, to cool out this extremes on both sides. Death. So there calls for a radical change. I'm sure that this means there's a great deal of deaths continuing and being observed. This has a lot to do with now, at this time, like no other, we have the technology also to observe what is going on. And it's going to be a matter of someone honestly depicting what's going on there, the deaths that are happening. Because of, and people's, just because of housing and people living, dwellings. it might bring some shame for people to see how they look to the rest of the eyes of the world. I think really the whole world is watching needs to happen. Again, we see the energy of Kali Kali busy there and dealing with these delusions that people have and bringing a hard, cold reality to smack them in the jaw. And I don't know how she's going to do that, but I see her doing it. It means more hardship for these people that want to stay deluded. They're going to be given a hardship in order to stop them in their tracks, because they won't stop any other way. They need to look within. The toxic and the poison and the hatred and all of this crap is within. And it's projected onto the land. So, whatever the universe needs to do, and it may be terrible to have to watch, but whatever, it's going to come so that people wise up that are in both sides in conflict with each other here. This is, they've strung this out long enough, this fighting, and it's just kind of gotten convoluted. Okay, we see that there will be, I think, it shows that there's some sort of excitement and activity that will pick up. I think this is going after both sides trying to get what they want, coming to a negotiation. So I see and feel like negotiations are down the road, trying to negotiate, trying to get them to negotiate and get them out of their deluded ideas, to drop them and to embrace something more realistic. And there is prophecy here. There is prophecy. And there is a gift. There is a gift that is given that will, a peace, I feel, but then people aren't going about it yet right. And that will come about once, I feel like, both sides drop their unrealistic egos and work things out. And then there's going to be a real blessing, prophetic blessing of health and bright hope. Finally, I think peace. I think it's actually going to happen within our lifetimes, you guys. At least within mine. And I don't see me living probably past 80. I'm going to be 53 now. So I see this coming up within I really feel like could be over the next couple of years. 2 to 3 years in particular, for some reason, strikes me. But we'll just see, okay? We'll see how my gut level is on the timing. Okay, so that is on the situation with Israel and Palestine. If you enjoy my content, YouTube is really taking away every day, subtracting subscribers from me, and it's affected my channel really bad. So if you would just make sure that you're subscribed and let people know that you think are interested, I would appreciate it. Thanks. See you in the next video.